Hey everyone, how's it going? So with the release of the brand new area quest comes ourselves a brand new boss battle. And with that being said, we have the brand new 12-17 boss fight. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open up our quest and take a look here at this brand new stage. Here is the boss here. It's going to be the Sand Hammer. He's going to be a physical boss. He's going to be doing AoE damage. He's going to reduce our action speed. He's going to be doing a lot of AoE damage. He's going to inflict poison to us. He's going to lower our physical defense. So he's pretty much going to be doing everything he can in his power to try to take out our physical defenders. But pretty much all we need to do is run a very, very strong physical defense tank here, and we're pretty much good to go. So I'm going to be doing two different teams here to take on this boss fight. The first team is going to be a magical team. This is going to be our magical team. And the second team is going to be a physical team, just in case you don't have that magical team that I have built here, because not everyone's going to have a Kyoka. So pretty much, not everyone's going to have a Makoto and a Suzuna either. So definitely, if you have these two, one or the other teams, you should be able to clear this 3 stars just fine, no problems. So first team, as I said, we're going to hop in, is going to be the magical team. It's going to be our pickups of Kokoro, Nozomi. It's going to be our girl Akari. Of course, Akari is going to be having the defense down with her skill here, which is going to help our girl Kyoka hit harder. She also recovers HP based on the damage dealt by their next attack to all allies. She's going to boost the magical attack of all of our allies, which is going to help Kyoka once again. We're going to have Yui, who's going to give a physical support to all of our allies. It's going to give physical defense, which is going to help our tanks up here. Nozomi is going to help her get her physical defense higher to be able to tank more of these attacks, as well as Kokoro, who's going to have a very, very decently high amount of physical defense on top of being combined with her own physical defense from Yui. It's going to help her out a lot. She's going to recover her own HP. And then, of course, we have Kyoka here, who's going to be the single target DPS. He's going to be doing a ton of damage. She's going to be our main DPS here, our staple unit, who's going to be doing the most damage. So let's jump right into it, and let's see how well this team does against this boss. This is going to be a super, super easy 3-star. Now, one thing that I keep in mind is I like to go ahead and, especially if it's not like an easy auto mode, like if the boss's levels are super, super high, you can go ahead and run this through. And usually what I like to do is when we hit about wave 2, and we're about halfway through the waves, and there's like 2 or 3 enemies left, I like to start farming up the Union Burst. And what we do is we farm up the Union Burst, so we're able to have all these Union Bursts ready to go into the final fight against the boss. So we're going to go ahead and pop all of these abilities here so we can get ourselves up to full health. We'll be able to do all of that, and we're going to just pretty much start farming all of our Union Bursts up. From now on, we're going to go ahead and use Kyoka's ultimate here. Let's pop this right now. There we go. It's going to be a ton of damage onto this guy. 11,000 without the defense down is actually very, very, very impressive. One more thing to add is that these guys' levels are not super leveled up, so they definitely can have an increase to their health. They're going to need a little bit more HP. Like, for example, as we can see, the Akari here is taking a ton of damage from this boss right here, so the stun from Nozomi is going to really, really help out. So pretty much now that we're in this final boss fight. Now, before we go, as I said, look at our Universe. We want to have most of our Universe up and ready to go. We'll notice that the most important Universe here to have up is going to be Yui's, and we do not have Yui's ready to go. So pretty much all you're going to do is you're going to save Yui's Universe for when he does his big AoE attacks. You're able to heal yourself up back to full, so you won't take any more damage from this guy when he does his other AoE attacks. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pop Nozomi's ultimate here, who's going to give ourselves a taunt, as well as going to boost her own physical defense, so she's going to be able to tank stronger. She has the Sandhammer has the magical defense down, so we're going to go ahead and pop Kyoka's ultimate. That's going to do a ton of damage, and he's starting to get down to about half of his health. We're going to pop a few of these Union Bursts here, and we're going to have Yui's Union Burst ready to go when he does his big AoE attack. He should be coming here any second now. There it is. It's going to do a ton of damage to us, but we're going to get and heal all of that back up. We're going to pop Nozomi's ultimate once again, and he has his magical defense down. We're going to wait for the magical defense down once again, so we're able to pop Kyoka's ultimate to do a ton of damage. There we go. He's got his magical defense down, and we pop the Union Burst from our girl Kyoka. And there we go. This is going to be super, super easy, and from now on, you can pretty much put it on auto once we get down to this really, really low HP amount. And we're going to be able to finish this and move on to the next team. The next team, of course, is going to be the physical team. The physical team is probably going to do much, much better here. But that's keep in mind, as I said, you can do this with the multiple teams. So I'm just going to showcase the magical team first. And there we go, 3 stars. from the entire team. We'll take a look at the damage report. Of course, Kyoka is going to be doing the most damage, as I said, 200,000 damage. Very, very impressive. Akari's doing a lot of damage as well as Yui, and of course, Koko is doing a little bit of physical damage to help out there as well. So there we go. That was the magical team, and let's move on to the physical team. This team, I think, is actually going to be doing much better in this final boss fight. Because, of course, the physical defense down from Makoto is super strong combined with the guaranteed crits from Suzuna. It's going to be super, super strong. Now, the one thing is that this green guy in the back, you'll notice, is going to be targeting some of our allies in the back. And it's going to be super, super annoying, especially with that poison and stuff. We'll notice Makoto has the poison on her, which is why she is glowing purple. So we're just going to keep going through here. I'm actually going to turn off auto. We're going to start into the next fight, and we're going to pop Nozomi's Universe first, so we can get the taunt off, so we don't have any of our allies, Makoto or Kokoro, get hit here with some of these things. So there we go. Makoto is also going to give a buff to us. Kokoro, of course, is going to give the buff as well, and we're going to get this attack off, and we should be able to clearly go through this guy. This is going to be a guaranteed crit, 28,000, and we're going to move on here. We're going to get the heal off with Yui. And there we go. He goes down. We're going to move into the final fight here. Once again, as I said, Universe, as we can see, we have actually all of our Universe up for the most part. We're only missing Makoto's. So first thing I'm going to do is pop this Universe. We're going to go right into our girl Kokoro, who's going to give ourselves a attack buff. We're going to wait for Makoto's Universe. There we go. We'll pop Makoto's, and then we'll go straight into Suzuna for a 53,000 critical. Now, that is a lot of damage. That is a ton of damage. Once again, we're going to go ahead and heal up with Yui. There we go. Now we're back up to full health, and this Sandhammer is going to go down. There we go. And as we can see, that actually team was much faster than that magical team we just used. I think the physical team actually is much superior against this final boss. So definitely, I do recommend running the physical team over the magical team in this final boss fight. But I just used that magical team at the start to show you that it is possible with the magical team. And yeah, pretty much that's all that is for this boss fight. I hope this guide helped a little bit of you guys out. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time.